Okay, let's get started. First video. So this is going to be a low chaos, no kill, clean hands ghost run of Dishonored 1 and hopefully Dishonored 2 if I get that far. I don't have Dishonored 2 yet, but I love the first Dishonored, and I've heard that Dishonored 2 is, well, more of the same, so hopefully I'll be able to get that and do the same sort of challenge run for that. This is just going to be a demonstration of my strategy. I'm sure that these videos are basically a dime a dozen. I know that loads of people have probably done this, people who are way better at this game than I am. But this is just my take, this is my strategy for how to do these levels. I hope you guys enjoy them. This first level is nothing particularly special in terms of difficulty. When there's stuff to talk about, obviously I'll talk about them. But for right now, I guess I'll just go through what the specificities of the run are. So, like I said, this is low chaos, which means we're gonna try... Well, first of all, no killing anyone, so can't kill anybody. To get past guards, you either have to just get around them without them noticing you, or you have to knock them unconscious without having them die. Pretty straightforward in that sense. Ghost means that we can't get detected at all by any enemy guards, any weepers. Enemies that don't count as getting detected are things like rats, fish, river crust, watchtowers also don't count as getting detected. Basically anything that has the 3 lightning bolts thing that pops up above their head when they see you, those are things that you can get detected by. You can tell if you get detected because of the little mission report at the end of the mission. It'll say, oh, you made it through without being detected, or it'll tell you the amount of times that you were detected. Low chaos kinda comes with the territory of doing a run like this. Chaos in the game is dictated by how many people you kill, whether or not you kill principal targets or defeat them non-lethally. And we are going to be dealing with principal targets non-lethally. I know they don't count towards the death counter at the end of the mission, but we're going to try and get through without killing them at all. Hi, Emily. Nice to see ya. Oh, there were loads of whales, darling. So, essentially, what you see right now is what you're gonna get. Well, there's nothing going on right now, but we're not going to be using sword very much in this run. Actually, the bit that's coming up in a little bit is probably going to be one of the few times in the run when we actually do use the sword. So, get psyched for that. I don't know why I do this hide-and-seek mission. I don't know, I just kind of like it. I like Emily. I like her character. I'm excited that she's main character in Dishonored 2. I'll probably end up playing as her, actually. Because Emily is an idiot, though, she doesn't bother to check behind this very, very obvious coil thing. So, this is what I use to hide. Like I said, when I'm actually getting into the missions and stuff, I'm going to be talking about my specific strategy. This isn't going to be a speed run or a walkthrough per se. I'm obviously not doing things ideally. This is just my strategy that I come up with. I haven't looked at any guides or anything to help me out here. This is just me trying to, piece my way through each of these levels and then the best I can. There's gonna be mistakes here and there. In this chapter in particular, there's one place where I screw up. I don't really care all that much. If that happens, I'll just restart from the last autosave. I'm not gonna go through saving the game every 15 steps like I do on my practice runs. But if something like that happens, I'll just restart at the last autosave and replay that bit of the game. I'm not going to restart the entire chapter just because one guard just happened to see me as I mispressed a button or something and it ended up getting me caught, something like that. But that being said, if I'm getting stuck at the same part like over and over again and it's starting to get annoying, I don't want to put that in a video, so I'll just restart the level if that ever happens. But thankfully, there is a part in this level where I do get caught by somebody, and I just restart from the last autosave. Thankfully, the autosave is not very far away from where I got caught. It's probably not where you expect it's going to be in this level, but so take your guesses right now if you're watching where I'm going to get caught in this level. If you've played the game before, obviously. Hello.
2 days early, full of surprises, as usual.
And I'm totally not a villain.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What moves me wrong?
Sorry with the boring stuff in the prologue. I was planning on just using this to talk about what the run is, but now that that's out of the way, it's basically just sitting here waiting for these cutscenes. If you're new to the game, hopefully you're enjoying the story so far. It's a pretty simple story. You can probably already guess what's going to happen, judging by the name of the game and all that.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother's fine. Wait, where are the guards?
So in this part, these assassins that come after you right here, they're gonna see you no matter what. But killing them does count towards the no-death run, I believe. So just block against their attacks. Another YouTuber that I saw just starting this run up, he just used the gun, and if you fire the gun at them, they just kind of run away from you automatically, but it also has a chance of killing them, so I'd rather not take that chance. I just block their attacks. It's not like they really have any chance of killing you, so... Alright. Wish we could have that, like, weird holding power that guy had.
Find Emily. Protect her. The only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Oh no, the Empress is dead.
Look at what he's done. Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Alright, so that's the end of the tutorial level.
What did you do with young lady?
So we're about to start the first real mission. So let's get ready to get started here. Bonk! I'm also noticing that my mic on the game was really loud. I apologize for that. I'll try and turn it down for the next mission.
Sign the confession, and then you give me the rights to put your spirit in use. That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think.
Some of the voice acting in this game is not that great. These guys are okay, but one of the allies in the game, Piero, God, I hate his voice actor. He does a terrible job. But we'll meet up with Piero later. You'll see what I mean.
Strong leadership now. Some guy were weak. That's where we came. There was nothing personal. Even though you almost sank our plan. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time. And someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corporal. Take him back to his cell.
Alright, let's get started with the actual mission. 10 minutes in, now we finally get started. How convenient for him to give me the key. I think that guy is actually important later. In like a DLC mission, that guy appears again, that guard that gives us the key. Okay, I take the sword here. I know we don't really need it, and we're gonna get the better sword, the folding sword, later. But I just grab it just cause it's cool to have a sword, I guess. I don't know. And I'd feel stupid for not grabbing it. So like I said, this mission is pretty straightforward, as you can probably tell. Wait for these guards to stop talking, and then pretty much immediately they'll both turn their backs, and you can choke out this first guy. He'll never turn around, so... part of the struggle in a run like this, where you're knocking people out, is you don't want anyone to find the bodies, especially since it's low chaos. Part of the struggle is to find good hiding places for bodies. Thankfully for this one, we have our cell, which no one will ever bother to check, so just put them in there. The next two guys, we're just going to sneak past. There's no point choking out either of them, because then we have to hide their bodies too, so... And they're both pretty easy to sneak past, as you can tell. They have very easy, simple paths. So, I mean, they're the first guards in the game, so you wouldn't expect them to be super hard to get past. Stupid goddamn. Man, voice acting in this game. Oh boy. Alright, he's turning around. Great. So yeah, the left-hand side of the room is obviously the way to go. Alright, wait for this guy to come back. And once he gets behind that pillar, you're safe to go. The guns are another thing that we don't necessarily need. In fact, in a stealth run like this, you'd think they'd be completely useless, but they actually do have a use later on, which is dealing with river crust, so we're gonna take them then. Peek through this keyhole to make sure this guard is here. Sometimes he's not, but if he is, you can just come by, take the key. He'll be talking to those guys down below, and you can just come over here to the door, and he won't bother you at all. Make sure you close the door behind you so that he doesn't get any bright ideas to follow you. On this walkway, there's another guard. Choke this guy out, but don't worry too much about hiding his body. I don't think anyone ever comes through here. I think in this particular run, I actually take his body down with me into the room. Yeah. It doesn't really make a big deal. And you can honestly just leave his body right there. No one will ever find it. Grab as much money as you can. It's not really a necessity. But the more money we have, the more money we can spend at the shop on things like sleep darts, health potions, tools that we will need in our upcoming missions. Sleep darts in particular, as we'll see, are going to be extremely important, so... Okay, we're coming up to, honestly, probably the hardest part of the level. These next couple of rooms are honestly kind of tricky. I mean, it's still the first level, so it's not excruciatingly difficult, but be a little careful. On my practice runs, I had a bit of trouble with these upcoming rooms. So these two guards, the one on the left is going to start walking, and then the other guy is going to walk towards the stairs that you want to go to, but then once he gets to the stairs, he's going to turn around. So once he does that, you're going to be clear to go. See, like, he just turned around. the other guy shouldn't see you, and now you're safe to go. So that's the first room. The second room gave me a bit of trouble as well. There are 3 guards in here. Wait for these 2 guys to stop talking, and then you're going to go for the one in that little windowed off room first. The window on the far left side is actually broken. You don't have to break it already. You can just climb through, choke this guy out. I hide him under the table because I feel like that's probably the safest place that's nearby. The next guy is in the next room over. Peek through the keyhole so that you can see when he comes by. There he is. Eventually he'll come up to the door and then almost immediately turn around, and that's going to be your time to open the door, quietly choke him out, and then pull him back into the room before the other guy outside can see. There is a window on the right-hand side that the guy can see through, so be careful about this. And thankfully he didn't see us that time. He did catch me one time during my practice run, so... Alright, so there he is. There's the last guy. We're going to want to choke this guy out too. You might think we can just sneak around him, but you actually want to choke out all 5 guys in this room and the next room, just because it'll make it that much easier to escape once it's time to plant the bomb. Alright. I don't want his hand peeking up there, so I zoom down again. That's one of my biggest problems with this game, is that it sometimes is a bit unresponsive when you're trying to set someone down as opposed to throwing them, and it can make a noise, and that can be annoying. Considering that's a pretty minor complaint, you probably guess I kind of love this game, and I do. This game is great. Okay, so last of the really this isn't really challenging, but this is the most challenging this level gets. So there's a guy up on the top of the stairs. You want to choke out this guy at the bottom here quickly before the other guy approaches the railing. Otherwise, obviously, he'll see you. And I just barely made it in time. As you can see, that guy was... that window really looks broken. I don't know why they made it look so broken. It's very clearly not. You can't climb through it. Alright. Alright, the last guy up here, you're going to want to just wait here at the bottom of the stairs for him to eventually come. Stand at the top of the stairs and then turn around. Once you choke out this guy, you might be tempted to hide his body in the dumpster. There's a dumpster right next to the door that you want to put the bomb on. You don't want to put him in the dumpster, because for some reason, I don't know if it's a glitch or what, if you put him in the dumpster and when the bomb... If you put him in the dumpster when the bomb goes off, it will kill him, even though he's inside the dumpster. So, I put him in this dog cage instead, and hopefully I don't think any of the guards see him, so it's not that big of a deal. I also shut the door, just because it gives you a couple seconds while the door is opening that guards can't see you. Wait for the door to close. And once you're all set and ready to go, you can place the bomb, hide in this hidey hole here, wait for the explosion, and as soon as it explodes, dash out here, jump off to the left. If you jump too far to the right, there are some guards up on the wall over there on your right, and they can see you as you're jumping off, so try and jump as far to the left as possible, and then they won't see you. And once you reach this doorway, you're basically safe, and that's the hardest part of the level down right there. The sewers, honestly, don't really have that many enemies in it that can catch you, so just play the sewers as you normally would. This is basically just more tutorial, essentially. I don't think these two guards that are about to get devoured by rats can see you. They just immediately die anyway, so whatever. There's only one part left of this area that actually has guards in it, and if you're by process of elimination, you probably figured out that that's the place where I get caught. And yeah, I do get caught there. I don't know why. It was just stupidity on my part, but you'll see what happens. So deal with these rats the standard way. That bush is a good spot to aim for when you're throwing the bodies. You don't want to aim them too far away from the rats, because if you do, the rats might just not notice them. You're going to want to wait for all of them to go away before you move to the wheel. Otherwise, they will eat you alive, like those two guards back there.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance...
Yeah, I'm really going to want to turn down the mic. When I'm doing my next chapter playthrough, I'm noticing a lot of the noise. Also, watch me be really bad at avoiding this obvious trap. Nope. Well, oh well. Actually, it really startled me. I think I like jumped when I was playing. Because I didn't expect. I thought I was going to clear it. Alright, now we get our badass folding sword and the ever-useful crossbow that we're going to be using to sleep dart our enemies. So, get ready for some of that in the next chapter. Thankfully, we don't have to sleep dart anyone now. Hey, actually avoid that trap. I opened the safe here just because it's right here and it's basically free money. So, why not? Like I said, this isn't a speed run, so I don't really feel bad about going out of my way to get a little bit extra money or runes, as we'll see in the next chapter. Alright, and here is where the screw-up comes about. I actually kind of screw up twice, as you'll see when I restart this. So, I don't know what I was thinking, but I jumped from really high up, and it makes a really loud noise, and the guys see me, so I just reload from the last autosave, so... And thankfully I'm just right here, so it's not that big of a deal. But here I actually kind of screw up again. It's so weird that I messed this up twice in a row, because in all three of my practice runs, I got through here with absolutely no trouble at all, and now in my practice runs. Yeah, so you can see that second guard from before actually did see me. My cue, I had a cue for myself to go right when the first guard said it smells like a reaper in here. But I guess even that was too early, because I threw the bottle in the wrong place, because, yeah, he noticed the sound of the bottle. But yeah, as you can see, you don't even have to deal with a single guard in that place. You can just swim past them all and avoid them completely. And that's the end of the level. They're basically just a straightaway from here to Samuel, so congratulations. If you've been following along, you finished the level. Congratulations. And alright, talk to Samuel and then be on your way. Alright, thank you everyone who has been watching this. If you've made it all the way to the end, I applaud you. I'm sorry that the quality of this video is a little iffy in terms of sound. I'll try and fix that for the next video. But I hope you liked my strategy. I mean, obviously this is a pretty linear level. There will be more variety in the next few, to be sure. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
This is the Howlbits pub, closed for business after District walked off the dead from the way. Right under the Lord Regent's nose, and it don't do a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to,
force will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent is going to be tearing the city apart. Take what we need out of battle. The Admiral's a man of record. If anyone can find the missing girl, we'll clear the name.